Hey, what's going on YouTube? This is Reaching Riches here. So sorry about the late video here. I was focusing on my finals all week, and it didn't really go so well. I ended up failing my last class, which was Python. Python's, to me, is extremely difficult to learn. I think I'm decent with it, but I guess I wasn't good enough to pass the test, so I did fail that class. It's all good. I'll try again next time. But yeah, so that's why this video is late. I was focusing on those finals. All right, so today we are covering the RoundHill funds, QDTE and XDTE. I already have the distribution calendar pulled up. They are declaring on the 7th, which is next Wednesday. But as we know, they like to declare a little early on the 6th, typically after market closes. So for me, that would be about somewhere between 5 to 6 p.m. Pacific time. So you guys can convert that to your time zone to figure out roughly when they release the dividends. One thing I have noticed, and what other people have noticed also, is when they do declare it, sometimes it doesn't show up. Like usually I would have to change browsers, so I'll like check out Chrome, and if it doesn't show up there, I'll check Internet Explorer, or I'll go in incognito mode, or worst comes to worst, I just try a different device. So I'll hop on, like if I don't see it on my phone, I would hop on the computer and take a look. So if you're not seeing it right away, try some of those. I have let them know that this is an issue, and they are gonna take a look into it. All right, anyway, so let's go into their trades here. So let's go into the long calls and let's see what they did for this week. So QDTE, they have the March 21st, 2025 strike of 1696.69. They started off the week with 54 contracts and ended it with 61, and started off the week with 2.4 million outstanding shares and ended it with 2.7. So some pretty big inflows there, like 3 million inflows, or sorry, 300,000 inflows. That's pretty dang good. I'd love to see these funds grow and more people start adopting this into their portfolios. All right, so let's look at the numbers here. 61 contracts at the 1696.69 strike. Flex NDX is at 1844, which means there's a difference in price of $147, which puts us at a total gain of rounded up to say $900,000. So pretty good. So if we were to close out these right now, we would be in a profit $900,000. all right, so let's look at XDTE here. So XDTE, same expiration, so 3/21/2025, but they're using a 4/20/69 long call, or their strike. 53 contracts starting off the week and ending it with 65, and then starting off the week with 565,000 outstanding shares and ending it with 685. All right, so 65 contracts at the 4/20/69 strike. Flex XPX is at 534, which is a difference of $113, roughly 114, which means we are in a profit $740,000. So that's pretty good. I don't expect these to be threatened anytime soon unless we have an even bigger bear market than we are already in right now. There's a lot of blood in the market, but the way I see it is that this is a sale. So not financial advice, but I think this is a great buying opportunity for anybody who's been looking to get into these funds for a cheap price. Right now I just have a bunch of limit orders set, so every time it dips lower I buy a few more shares. So that's the way I'm doing it, just so I can get lower and lower prices if it does keep dropping. All right, so let's go into their short calls here. So let's go. So let me fix this one. This is I just copied the formulas over. I'm just noticing this is pulling the wrong ticker here. So they fix that. There we go. And there we go. All right, cool. So let's go here. So this is the 24th. They had 54 contracts. Let's go ahead and review. So they collected $262,000. Wow, that's a big payday. Oh wow. Okay. All right. So we had a strike of 19,530, and it closed at 19,032. So way below our strike. So that was a bloody day. Let's see. So that was a full profit day. So that's great. It does look like we sold it below open, unless this formula is pulling the wrong, pulling something weird. But this one's always the same. So yeah, it looks a little weird, but I mean these strikes are correct and the closes are correct. So I mean, this looks a little weird, but maybe they knew it was gonna drop, so they sold it more in the money to collect more money. Maybe, I don't know. Let's go and reveal the next day here. All right, so 56 contracts collected $281,000. Awesome there. All right, so this looks more normal. So we had a strike of 19,110, and it closed below our strike at 19,041. All right, so full profit day again. I expect this to be full profits all week, just because how bloody the market's been. But that's just me. All right, so let's look at the next day. This is the 26th. 56 contracts again, collected $356,000. Wow. Okay, so we had a strike of 1970, and it closed below our strike at 18,990. So another full profit day. 3 for 3 so far. All right, so let's go look at the 29th. Here, so 61 contracts, collected 304,000, and it's a win. So we had a strike of 19,990, and it closed below our strike at 19,122. All right, full profit. Let's see if we can go 5 for 5. So 61 contracts, collected 229,000, and yep, we went 5 for 5. So our strike was 19,220, and it closed below our strike at 19,129, or 129. Sorry. All right. Okay, so full profit week. That is great. So because we won that, our win percentage is at 69%, 69.44%. So that is a big premium week. So we collected $1.4 million. So let's go and see what our dividend's gonna be. We did have a lot of inflows. So last week we were at 2.4 million, and today as of today we're sitting at 3 million shares. So I want to take a guess that we're probably gonna be in the somewhere between 35 and 40 range in like per share, 35 cents to 40 cents per share. But let's go and see what we get. Oh wow, okay, hey, I'll take that. 47 cents per share on QDTE. Wow, I love full profit weeks. Oh man, so this is attributed to like the market falling. when the market falls, we win all of our contracts, just like we saw here and here. We won all 5 days. Plus, when the market's falling like it is, volatility is a lot higher. So I don't know where the VIX is at. Let me just take a look. VIX index. VIX is at a 23 right now. Wow. Okay. That's I think that's pretty high. I think before it was like sitting around 20s. Wow. Okay. Yeah, it just started peaking. So like earlier this month, VIX was sitting at like 12, somewhere between 12 and 15 ish, and it just shot up. So I guess that's what we can expect when VIX is high. So for those of you who don't know, VIX is the volatility index. So the higher the volatility, the more premium we're going to be collecting. All right, so let's go and take a look at XDTE. So this one's probably going to be pretty good too then. All right, so let's go ahead and reveal. So 53 contracts, collected 47,594. This was a win, so we had a strike of 55.15, and it closed below our strike at 54.27, so full profit day. All right, let's move on. So another 53 contracts, collected 56,000 this time, and we won. So 54.40 was our strike, and it closed below our strike at 53.99. All right, let's see if we go 3 for 3. So 60 contracts, and we collected 81,000. Oh, that's a loss right there. So we had a strike of 54.50, and it closed barely above our strike by $9 at 54.59. But if we look here, it's still a win because cost of close was only 54,600, and we collected 81. So we still profited $26,460. So that's still a win. We lost our strike, but we still won on the trade. All right, so next, 65 contracts, collected $45,000. All right, and it's a win. So 54.90 was our strike, and it closed at 54.63. Awesome there. So let's go on to last day. So 65 contracts, collected $55,000, and that's a win. So 54.95 was our strike, and it closed below our strike at 54.36. So wins all across the board. So good job, RoundHill. We just lost that one strike here, but that's still a win in our books. So let's go here. So our outstanding shares as of today is sitting at 665,000. So let's go input that here. I don't know what happened here. Let me just copy this over. Okay, so whoops. All right, there we go. Sorry about that. So 665. We are looking at, whoa, no way. What? No way. 43 cents on XDTE. Oh man, that, I mean, the numbers are the numbers. We just double check that everything is pulling correctly, because this is, wow. Not expecting it. So yeah, some 285, 748, that's correct. Yeah, I mean 43 cents on XDTE? Really? That's crazy. If they do pay 43 cents on XDTE, wow, that would be great. I don't own a whole lot of XDTE. I own a lot more QDTE, but for those who hold XDTE, that is amazing. 43 cents. All right, so let's go here and to the analysis. Let me just grab these numbers here real quick so I can put them in. Whoops. Just paste the value. Okay. And then let me grab this one here. Okay. So we're looking at I think this just rounded it, but 47.48 cents is what the estimate is for QDTE. Sorry, I didn't grab this number either. Sorry. Let me go input this one here. Value. And then let me just grab this one. Alright, so here. Alright, so let's look at our numbers. So we are looking at 48 cents for QDTE. So far they've paid out $5.49 since inception. So that's great. Right now on our long calls, we are killing it on our long calls. So total profit loss on long calls is 1.97 million. Oh, sorry. Let me say that again. Total on our short calls is 1.977 million. Our long calls are worth 899,000. So total, we are up 2.87 million. Wow, we are doing great. We are doing great. Average dividend is ticking up. It was 26 cents. Now we are sitting at 28, almost 29 cents per share. So we are doing good. Hoping that estimating low and they pay high, or they pay roughly around where I'm at, because last time I estimated 50, they paid 56. So I'm hoping it's either around my target or a little bit above. That would be great. I just want more money. Alright, so let's go QDTE, or sorry, XDTE here. So total profit loss on our short calls is 242,000, and our long calls are worth 7.4. Sorry. Our long calls are worth 740,000, so that puts our total at 983,000. So we are doing good. Total dividends paid since inception is $4. So doing good there, $4.05, and our average dividend went from 20 cents now to 21 cents. So doing good. All right, so hopefully they do pay this 43 cents. That would be amazing. All right, so let's look into the last part here. It's the comparison chart. So this last week, 2 weeks have been bloody, and we are seeing that here. So this is total return, QDTE versus QQQY versus QQQI versus JEPQ versus the QQQ. All right, so right now QDTE from inception until today is up 1.22%. QQQY is down it was up last video, but now it's only up by 0.92%. So we are beating QQQY. QQQI is doing meh. It's only like 0.18% up, so not that great. JEPQ is terrible investment this since, at least from inception of QDTE, it's been terrible. 0.51% negative, so down on this. We had a pretty good bull run up until like last few weeks, and this is down, so terrible investment so far. And then the Qs are up 1.03%, so we are even beating the Qs. So we're beating our underlying. We're beating our underlying. This is great. So right now QDT has been the outperformer of the bunch right now, so we are doing great. All right, so let's look at XDTE. So XDTE total return since inception, which would be March 7th until today. So XDTE is up 4.16%. JEPY, which is Defiance, is only up 2.84. SPY is up 2.56. JEPI is only up 1.56, and the SPY is up 4.17. So we are lagging behind our underlying by 0.1%, 0.01%. So tracking it pretty good so far. So I think in the down market we might see, what we're seeing so far is we're outperforming our competitors, and right now we're matching SPY. I mean, it's only been a short time, like 2 weeks, so still really early to tell, but covered calls should outperform in a bear market. So yeah, it's doing great. I'm loving it right now. Good time to be a RoundHill investor. We are looking forward to RDTE, which would be, last I saw, it was September 4th release date for RDTE. So anybody who's looking forward to that one, that one will be out next month. All right. So lastly, I did want to show you guys one last thing. I was pretty excited when I found it, which is here. So I downloaded a bunch of these files, a lot of them. So these are, each file is pretty much 1 day. So every day, all the way from inception until today, I downloaded a new file here. And what's interesting, and what I found, I had to filter this out. So when I ran my Python script, I was looking specifically for QDTE, XDTE, and YBTC. And as some of you know, I used to track it, but I couldn't get accurate tracking because they didn't post a lot of their numbers. But here, I found this file hidden in their website, and all the details are basically here. So the main thing I'm excited about is the price. So this right here. So this, I can find that like what they actually paid for these shares that they bought on here. So which is going to be helpful for tracking purposes. So if I go here, I have these two tabs here. I ingested most of the data. I don't have it all yet, but still working on it. Once I do finish it, I should have a more accurate like tracking of what their long calls are actually worth, besides just going on their market value divided by contracts. I want to know more, and they didn't provide that until I found this. And that would also help me on YBTC because they don't provide those numbers either. So moving forward, just give me some time to work this into the spreadsheet. But yeah, I'm pretty excited that these numbers are there. So yeah, moving forward, I should have more accurate tracking on their long calls. So that's gonna be great, because I've always wanted to know what they actually paid for the call. So now that I see this, it's gonna help a lot. All right, so that's all I had for you guys today. Hope you liked the video. Hope you're excited for this week's distributions. They should be pretty massive, just like their last week's. So 48 cents for QDTE and 43 for XDTE. All right, that's all I had. Let me know what you guys thought, and if you're excited for these new dividends. All right, I'm out.